Good morning, Growing Monarch Homestead. It's been a bit. Sorry about that. Doctor's appointments, etc., etc., etc. But I hope you have had some good weather in your area. We're still waiting for that. It's really spring, not winter. And we are still working on our problem with our water going up against the house, which of course we need dry weather to be able to do that. So all that's still in play. We did manage to have some time, and I had some strength and wellness to be able to put the posts back up along the outer part of the property around this side. This is more of the attempt to get the water to drain before it gets to the house. I managed to get the other tractor. This was our first tractor we built over here. That's going to be for the ducks when they outgrow the brooder, which is happening amazingly fast. The Delawares are knocking. Are you knocking? Just let me out of here. I've got a full incubator of their eggs going. I think I might have maybe 2 or 3 that weren't fertilized. Second candling coming up in a few days. So I'm out here feeding the chickens, and I forgot to get the feed for the sheep, so I'm gonna have to do extra walking. And if you've seen my figure on camera, you know I need it. I know you're gonna yell at me now because I didn't bring your food. So let's get these chickens fed, shall we? So that's done, so let's take a walk. I guess I'd take you with me. Why not, right? So much to do. We had a bunch of trash, got a burn pile, we got to burn. That is when there's not rain. We got hay up on the deck, which needs to be moved. That's all spent stuff we had left over for the sheep. So that's going to go over by the chickens. Probably going to just use that as extra poo shield. Have dogs in an electric net. It's not lit up because, well, it's just not lit up because of this mess and the fact that they were running off. Mind you, not running off to defend their homestead or their farm, but to play and to be a nuisance. Smokey disappeared for about 4 days. Not sure if he got fed, but he always acts like he didn't get fed. Skinny thing, ain't he? I've never seen him catch a mouse. Well, I think a long time ago when we first got him, he caught a mouse. I have such problems with this door. Yet another thing that needs to be addressed. Ooh, stinky in here. Must be time to clean out the brooder. Ooh. I gotta separate the ducks and the chickens, I think. The ducks are getting so big. All right. I don't know if... So, what I'll do is I will get this other side set up for ducks. And because they can't get stuck in there. And then I can just move them over into a clean spot and then clean up the chicken side. So this is going to be the duck side. So that real quick. I have enough. Okay. Now, fine. Another water. Actually, I'll have to clean up that other water. We will just get a fresh one. And then take care of. So important. Organizing this shed again. Oh. If you don't know what magic water is, are you still there? Okay. If you don't know what magic water is, I use the bottles that the vinegar come in, and you don't have to get this fancy mutter stuff, which I'm telling you what, I'm having a time getting vinegar, this size vinegar in stores. I went to get it last time to make it, and I had to buy the small jar, which really upset me, at my local, Walmart. I'm not talking like little grocery stores. I'm talking Walmart. So maybe I need to go to the little grocery store. So, what it is you take a gallon of, I use warm water because it's going to cool down before they get it. And 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And I mean, that can be, you know, at your discretion. If you make your own, hey, great, wonderful, lovely, you know, all the better. 2 cloves of finely cut and mashed garlic, and a half a cup of honey, again, at your discretion. If you raise your own bees and you got your own honey, hey, cool. If not, get what you can, because you're better off giving it to them, you know, so it helps with their strength than not. So anyway, putting you down, let's put this in. So quickly, my husband made these marvelous little things here with chicken wire. So I just spot. Put you back down again. You won't be able to see, but my tripod's broken. Put that there. Now we will get some feed tray. I know, you hear me and you're like, where is our food and water? There are only 9 ducks in there. I should have put this together before I put the feed in it. There are only 9 ducks now. I lost one. Murray McMurray was nice enough to give us credit on it. $12 for one chicken, for one duck. Taxes and all shipping and all that. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so hopefully I will have a male in this lot and females, so that I can have at least some I can keep to lay eggs, and I can incubate them, and I don't have to pay so much every year for ducks. So, got this is in here. And I'm not even sure if ducks need grit, but I'm gonna give it to them anyway. Because. Oh, yes, well, look, there. Dumar has kindly put in a picture of a duck on the bag. Question answered. And I just used the bottom of one of these itty bitty feeders that nobody gets to use very long because they get ravenous and then you have to fill them like 60 million times a day. Oh, doesn't that just look like the best place you could ever live? Now we just need heat. We have lamp. This is my last lamp I own. Because if you look back in our videos, you will see there was a sheep fire. The sheep fire took out one of my lamps. So, yeah. I'm going to just clamp it on there. And I'm going to bend this down. And I'll probably end up putting it in between. So, I've been doing this reflective foam at night because we've been having these weird cold nights. And then I put a board that's near the lamp that I was sitting there. So if for some reason it does get hot, it's not going to ignite on the foam. Look at you, messy, messy, messy ducks. Look, you've drank, oh, I don't know how much water you drink. Look at your faces. Look at your faces. Will you just look at you? This one's better. I like this side better, the way he made it. But, you know, working with what we had. So I'm going to now transfer ducks to the new side. Then I can work on cleaning up the other side. Guys, I got a new spot for you, okay? I hope you like it. Put this ant back in. I know I need to get a new one, but I have one over here. Oh. There's one. Oh my goodness, she's by herself and she's freaking out. She's really freaking out. I gotta get somebody else over there before she has a nervous breakdown. Then I got the bang. Oh, freaking out. She's freaking out, man. I know you want somebody with you. I'm going to do my best to catch one. Here, there's somebody with you. You guys are going to make this hard for me. Good thing I got my rubbers on. Hope my camera doesn't fall. I got my rubbers on. I got my rubber feet on. Look, a nice clean place. Oops. Come here. It's alright. Say hi. Say hi. It's okay. They are so big. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you're so big. Here's one. Here's two. Oh. Hey. Somewhere to go. One. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, you're good. You're really good at football. You know that? You're really good at football. Say hi. All right. Everybody's in. Everybody calm down. Eat your breakfast. Chill out. All right, now I'm going to get myself out of here without falling on my keister. Whew. Now the baby chicks. Look at them. They're so lonely over there in the corner. They're not going to know what to do. I'm wondering if I should get, I don't even know where my shovel is. My shovel went back into the barn. So I guess I'll go ahead and just layer like I usually do. And I have to get another bag of this stuff. I know. They're nice to have around, but they're just getting crowded. They're so crowded. They make such a mess of their water. It's a mess. And you guys aren't really supposed to be getting wet. That's much more fun to watch than me doing what I'm doing. They found me scraping poop off of the plate. The ducks like to get on top of it and nest on top of it. I don't think the chicks are big enough to do that yet. So I just use a scraper, a trowel, and scrape the poop off. You need me to move that food, or is that a good location? Because you guys can't. Let me move it back just a little bit. Well, it's just so you don't crap in. Sorry. Poo in it. Did I say that bad word? I'm so sorry. All these things need to be cleaned up. All those things need to be cleaned up. Okay, there's your grit. And we'll put some over here. We'll have to probably ask for some more. Daddy will just love that. Gonna get gas today. The pasture. I know. Daddy. Alright, here's your feed plate. Place to go to get warm. You need to get warm. And let's see here. I need to clean this one up. Okay. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet, tweet. I'm gonna have to go back in the house and get some more water for you guys. And clean up these. I know I don't have any more little trowel things to switch over. Okay. Let me they're all hiding underneath the heat plate anyway, so I'm gonna go get more water, more magic water, and come back. That's hanging it all. We have to figure something else out with that. This is a little more scary. Okay. I will be back with what I need. Okay, so what I did was I went out front and cleaned up the water that they had in there and the feeder, and I filled that up with just plain water. And since there's only 5, can't even remember how many black ostrich babies I have in there, I'm going to fill this one up, the small one up, with magic water and bring it back out later. I've got my feed for my sheep, which are yelling and screaming at me. So they are happy inside, making all kinds of fool mess like they always do. I'll have to call Carrie and say, hey, we need a bag of bedding. And Daddy, I'm peeking. I see you. I see you. I'll leave you alone so you can get used to being, that's your whole space. Don't worry, you'll have some little chick buddies. You might not be able to get to them. I might have to divide it in half when the chick babies come. I have a sweet one from a man named Cliff Davis that is on the list to get some of the Delawares that are in the incubator. Check him out, Pig and Leaf. He also has another one because he's also a pig breeder. And he's developing all kinds of the best lines of pig breeding and trying to follow old techniques for that. We get so caught up in in getting our animals, can't even think of the name of it, having them impregnated artificially, and some people have this luck with it, and that's great, more power to you. But it's just like everything else, the shortcuts, I'm gonna just say it, the more we move away from the ungodly way, the way God created things to happen, the more we may not see it right away, but eventually it'll catch up to us, whether it catches up by the animals themselves becoming different in many ways, and then us consuming them and us becoming different in many ways. Mainly talking about the quality, things like that, but he's a really great guy. Follow him. So out I go, huffing and puffing along. Had my ultrasound yesterday. I found the tail of the lost ovary. That's really strange not to say, but I honestly did not remember which one I still had. So lots of pictures, lots of pushing. It's probably gonna be a couple weeks before, well, it is gonna be a couple weeks before I found out anything with my hormone blood work. And Carrie has his test at the end of the month for his heart. Still haven't heard anything back about his chest x-ray, but with the crazy weather that's coming, I think the plans for the weekend are, we're gonna, as I said, he's getting some gas, because the Tiny House on Wheels video is gonna go up, and that property is gonna be available May 1st. We haven't hired a local man from a local church. Great man, knows the land, to help us, since we have our hands full with our animals and our property here and health and so on and so forth. That he's gonna kindly be the one to oversee that. And I have some ladies, all ladies, that want me to get in there, and they want me to bring them their food, and they're not going to put up with any of this videotape and delay. So y'all hang on while I go get this in their bowls, and I'll pick you back up in a second. All right, so everybody's happy. Even the babies are starting to eat the grain. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because boy, aren't they fatty or what? I was told they wouldn't eat much, but they're still pooing okay, and they're active. Their ear tags look good. I don't see any problems with the ear tags. I said I'm supposed to move them around. She said I'm supposed to move them around, but this is how it goes when I try to touch them. He made me try to return. How am I supposed to touch the ear tag if you're not even going to let me touch you? You're a good girl. It's okay. So they're slowly shedding. Cream here, she's slowly shedding. I've tried to comb her to get to this point where she's all matted back there, but she was matted like that last year. It never even came off. I don't know what we're gonna do about that. I'll talk to my sheep girl about that and see what she says. Stop doing that. You're wasting your feed when you do that. You knock it on the ground and then you don't eat it. And then Sugar, she's a little bit different mix. She has more of the, I don't know if it's Catata. Anyway, they're both supposed to be hairless sheep, but this sheep has never lost very much hair. So I'm hoping that, you can see kind of clumps of it coming off anyway. Hi, Curly. So I'm just going around you, So, you know, like it's coming off in clumps, but if I try to brush them, but see, it comes off. Let me pull on a little bit. She gets irritated. She gets irritated. Got plenty of water. May or may not rain today. All the minerals are full. Salt licks over there, so that's good. This paddock we just changed. May or may not happen another day, maybe Sunday. Might be able to be Sunday. We'll see how they do. They're so picky. So picky. So we'll see what that holds. Bye, babies. Bye, cheep, cheep, cheep. Hey, guys. So, since we have such trouble catching them, we need a shepherd's hook. Shepherd's hook. It's more money you put out. Is there anybody out there who has made a shepherd's hook? Because we have plenty of wood. Actually, my son, Michael, when he came down to farm set for us, when we were at the tiny property, he took it upon himself to go outside and cut a smaller tree and whittle me a walking stick, which I forgot. Of course, my hands were kind of full from videotaping. Maybe I should figure out a way to strap my GoPro to it. So yeah, if anybody knows of any videos of somebody that makes them or something like that, make a comment down below. Would appreciate it. Because obviously when we tagged them, we made a little chute and we drove them in and we got them, and one of them got caught in the chute, but we got it done. But that was just, everything seems to be exhausting to do these days for us. So anyhow, it looks like the chores are done for the morning. Finally. I guess that means I get breakfast for myself. Take all my medicines. Ugh. No, I don't want to be on pills. So, there's that fence line. Now we just need to buy the fencing. And then we can actually let the sheep rotate over here in an electric fence, which will be great. And I think Carrie's gonna talk to the neighbor off the road. He had a stump ground up, and he's an older gentleman, older than us. And he has some mulch. It's not a ton, but it mulched it up. So he's gonna go over there with a bucket and pick it up, and he so kindly offered to allow us to use his, oh my goodness, you know when I'm talking about stuff, I should know what I'm talking about, right? I'll describe it. The machine that when you drive it into the woods, it shreds up some of the trees that aren't too big. So whatever that's called. He has one of those that will fit our tractor too. So I think he's going to try to get that and start doing some of that so that we can expand our land and start using more of it, letting the grass grow and clearing paths for paddocks that we can run pigs in and the like. And the saga continues with waiting for the opportunity for us to get the deck moved after we get the drainage situation fixed. And yeah, so that's about it, folks. Keep you updated on the incubator and what's going on there. And I will hope that you all can take a look at our tiny house we have for sale. Any homesteaders out there looking to start small and get their feet wet, or if you just want to start minimizing. It definitely was a lot less money living tiny. The bills were less, you know, utilities and such. Yeah, you have to have less, or you have to have outbuildings and things to store your stuff for, which, you know, there's so many people that have so much stuff that they pay so much money a month to have it in a storage building or multiple storage buildings. And I did enjoy it. I'm not going to say I didn't enjoy it. Honestly, when I wasn't able to work anymore and I didn't have an income, there really wasn't much choice. Living in Florida, it's expensive. And on one income with, at the time, a mortgage, which it's much more expensive to live in Florida than here. So my mortgage and everything. And we lived over there for, a couple of years. 2, 3, wait, well, we lived here a year, so about 4 years, I think it was, yeah. And it got us to the point where we knew a little bit more. I'm not saying we perfected things, but we had a better understanding, knowing what we could afford, what we couldn't. It gave us the time to work, to try to get the doctors to finally diagnose me, and to get myself on disability, since I couldn't, as you can tell from my videos, long times go by, I can't film, I can't get out, I can't do, and when I do, it's not something you want to see on film. So it really helped out. And then I do go through seasons where I'm a little bit better, but Carrie really, and I both, we really wanted to do some different animals that required more grazing, pasture, and if we could have found property that had that without a house, we probably would have taken the tiny, and we probably would have moved it and sold the property. But we found this house, and here we are. So obviously I'm attached to it. I'm sad to see it go, but it will help us to further our journey and keep growing. So that's the whole point, growing. I will see you all soon. Check out our video, share it. It'll also be shared several different places. And I hope that you enjoyed this video and you get something from it. God bless you all. Take care. Have a good day.